Aisha here, and you're watching Sexy Domestic, and tonight I am making mussels with spicy pork sausage and baby scallops, and they're going to be in a very, very nice tomatoey Spanish spicy broth. And it's a pretty fancy meal, but it's very easy and it's very quick to make, so let's get started. Okay, so what you want to use is a nice big cast iron skillet, if you have it. If you don't, a regular skillet will work, but you also need to have a lid that fits on top, because you'll need that for cooking your mussels. We're going to get the skillet heated. So while your skillet's heating up, you want to slice your shallots really thin. Okay, so the skillet is hot enough, so we want to add 2 tablespoons of butter and about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Once the butter is melted, you're going to add your shallots. Stir that up. So now the fun part. So I just use scissors to cut the sausage up. It's just very easy. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just little chunks. Alright, so the sausage is all cut up in rough little pieces. So we're just going to add it to the butter, olive oil, shallot mix to cook. Now the sausage is done cooking, so we're going to add the ingredients for the broth. So you can use fresh garlic, this is just easier. You're going to turn this down to a lower heat. You're going to add your tomato paste. Stir it up a little bit. And then you're going to add your white wine. Use a dry one, I have a Chardonnay. And you pour about 2 cups. I don't really measure, so I'm just going to guesstimate. That's about 2 cups. Now you're just going to stir that all together. Alright, so my broth is a little thicker than I want it to be, so I'm actually going to add some more wine, which doesn't hurt, right? And now, we're ready to add the mussels. So you want to rinse your mussels really well before you put them in. I have to admit they're a bit smelly. They smell like the ocean. But that's how they're supposed to smell. Beautiful. So once they're all rinsed and nice and shiny, we're going to put them into the broth. So get them all nice and stirred in there until they're all smothered. You can see one's already kind of peeking open. And these are live mussels, so sorry guys, but you're just too delicious. I have to eat you. We're gonna cover them for a good, I don't know, 8 minutes, and we'll check up on them and see if they've all opened. But meanwhile, I've got these guys, these lovely bay scallops, the little babies. So I'm going to season these with salt and pepper. They cook really quickly because they're so small. I mean, look how tiny they are. So you don't want to overcook them, they'll be too chewy. So you just add them in once everything's done, and they kind of will cook in the sauce for a minute, and then everything will be done. So I'm gonna make the croutons, which are gonna go very nicely dipped in the broth. We're just gonna toast these in the toaster. We want them nice and crispy. It's been about 5 minutes, so I want to check on these just to see where they're at. Oh wow, they're almost all open. Okay, so now it's a good time to add the scallops. So I'm just gonna toss those in there. I'm also gonna add some baby tomato. See, the scallops you can see are already cooking like instantly. And we're gonna cover this back up for about a minute and we'll be ready. Yay! So I'm gonna use 2 oven mitts and transfer this pot of yum to the table. Finishing touch, some fresh chopped parsley. Beautiful. And now we eat, yay! Is it focused?
Yep.
Can you focus on that?